we are going to go to Susan Constantine, body language expert. There she is, sobbing, crying like this.
Cruel. She was doing what she had to do.
Wow. Okay. Excellent explanation. Thank you for that. Now take a look at the waterworks today. Jodi Arias crying, and really turning on the tears. And as we do that, we are going to go to Susan Constantine, body language expert. There she is, sobbing, crying like this. Effective, phony, genuine. What say you?
Well, some of the tears are genuine, but a lot of them are towards her own self-pity. How it's going to work with the jury, if you've got some really high emotional people that love storytelling and those wonderful Daniel Steele movies, they'll probably connect with her. But the ones that won't are those type A personalities, want to get to the point. They don't like all the drama. But the tears that she shows are not always genuine. You don't always see tears rolling down her eyes. You see her hand over her mouth or on her nose, but you don't often see actual genuine tears, and only primarily when she's feeling self-pity.
Interesting. So many incredible moments to show you from court today.
It feels very fraudulent from day one, especially when there are so many nice people reaching out to you and they believe you. My family also remained very supportive and told me that it doesn't matter what happens, we love you anyway. When spring 2010 rolled around, I confessed, told everyone what I could remember of the day, and that the intruder story was all BS.
There she is saying after a couple of years of all these stories about ninjas invading and she wasn't there, she finally decides to confess. And Susan Constantine, courtroom analyst, body language expert, she uses the word confession. Now, some people said that's idiotic. It sounds like she's confessing to murder. Others say it's brilliant because it's like, I'm going to confess to a little bit, so let me off. See how honest I'm being?
Yes, well, see, the thing is, it's a sticky word. So the jury's going to hear the word confession. They're not going to hear the other stuff that's going around it. That's what's going to stick in their mind. But I do think it is brilliant on the defense's point by kind of throwing it out there, because the state's got to come back and rebuttal all things. And here's the thing is, she's already answered many of those questions. But when you're watching her body language, I'm not seeing that sense of remorse or guilt for what she's done. She still has that very affect look, that there's no emotion there. She doesn't really feel what the words that she's speaking. They're always incongruent, Jane.
Well, listen, I think, Wendy Murphy, that there's going to be a real problem for the prosecutor, because sometimes the defense attorneys seem like a prosecutor. Why didn't you call 911?